Hey everyone, so welcome to this video, and this is actually second part of linear regression, right? So in this video we are going to understand how we can train our own machine learning model. Okay, so this is our machine learning model and here is our dataset. So the first thing that we'll do, we'll pass this dataset to our machine learning model, right? And after that we'll train this model, and this is called model training. Once we train this model, we will be able to do the prediction. Okay, so this is known as output prediction. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to collect the data. After that we need to pass that data to our machine learning model, and then the next step is to train that model, and at the end we will be able to do the prediction. Okay, so this is what we are going to discuss in this video. So let me show you the dataset. So this is the dataset that we are going to use, and here we have two columns. The first column is of rainfall, which is in and the second column is of umbrellas sold, right? So let me open my Jupyter notebook. Alright, so the first thing that I'll do is I'll import all the required libraries to train this machine learning model. Okay, so I'll import pandas as pd, and then I'll import numpy as np. After that I'll import matplotlib for plotting, dot pyplot as parity, and then I'll import linear model. Okay, from sklearn linear underscore model, right? So these are the libraries that we are going to use to train this machine learning model. So if I run this, then you will notice that we are not getting any error. It means that all these libraries are installed on my machine. Okay, so let's say if you want to install numpy, then you can use pip install numpy command. Okay, so this is the command for installing numpy. Okay, so the next thing that I'll do is I'll fetch this dataset and store that in a variable. Okay, so I'll create a data frame and I'll use read underscore csv method. So this method is used to read any csv file, and here we need to pass some parameter which is the path. Okay, so since this Jupyter notebook and this dataset are in the same folder, so I just need to type the file name here, which is rainfall underscore data dot csv. Okay, now if I print df, then you can see this is the output, and this is exactly similar to this. Okay, and you can use head method to get the top 5 results. Okay, and let's say if I pass 8 as a parameter here, then it will give the top 8 results, and instead of using head you can even use tail, right? So it will give the last 8 results of this dataset. Alright, so the next thing that I'll do, I'll create a plot. Okay, so this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So matplotlib inline. So this is used to create this plot inside the Jupyter notebook. Okay, now I'll use scatter method for that. Scatter, and the first parameter here is the x-axis, which is df dot rainfall, and the second parameter is y-axis, which is df dot umbrellas, right? Now if I run this, then you can see this is the plot, right? And let me give x and y label, plt dot x label, which is the rainfall, and that is in and y label, which is umbrellas sold, and that is in thousands. Okay, now if I execute this, then you can see this is the X label and this is the Y label. Okay. Now I'll create a linear regression object. Okay, and store that object in some variable, let's say reg. Okay, and copy this. The method name is linear regression. Okay, so this will create an object and store that object in this variable. Now we just need to do the model, sorry, we just need to train this model. Okay, so for training I'll use fit method, so reg dot fit, and here the first parameter is actually the 2D matrix, which is df of rainfall, and the second parameter is df dot umbrellas. Right, now if I execute this, then our model has been created and it is actually trained. Okay, now we just need to predict the output. So for output prediction I'll use predict method, reg dot predict, and here we need to give some input, let's say 131. Now if I run this, then it is giving 40.2, right? So let's compare this output with our actual dataset. So for 131.9 it is giving 41. Okay, and here our model is giving 40.2 for 131. So this is kind of accurate. Okay, also you can print intercept using reg intercept underscore. So this is the intercept and coefficient, reg dot coefficient. So this will give the coefficient. Okay, so this is how you can print the intercept and coefficient. Right, now what I'll do, actually I have one more file, this dummy data. So this is, in this we have only one column, okay, which is rainfall. So what we'll do, we will give input, we'll give this input to our machine learning model. Okay, and it will predict the output. Right, so first I will fetch this dummy data. Okay, so new data is equal to pd dot read underscore csv, and the file name is dummy underscore data dot csv. Right, now if I print new underscore data, so it is giving me this result which is similar to this. Okay, now we just need to predict the output. Okay, so I'll use reg dot predict, and in the parameter I'll pass new data. So this is the result, and we can even store that in a variable, let's say data underscore x, and if I print data underscore x, then it is giving me this list which is actually the predicted values. Okay, for this input, right? Now what I'll do, I'll create one more column here. Okay, so new underscore data of result. So this will create a new column here, right? And we will pass data underscore x. And now if I print new data, then you can see we have one more column here which is result, and these are the predicted values, right, for this input. Also what you can do is you can import this result into a CSV file. So for that you just need to write new underscore data new underscore data dot to underscore csv. So this will create a csv file with the name, let's say, new underscore file dot csv. Okay, so this will create a new file with this name, right? So let me show you that file. So this is the file. Yeah, so we have here three columns, right? This is index, then the second one is rainfall, and this is our result. So this is how you can export these values to a CSV file. Now what I'll do, I'll copy this. So if I run this, then you can see this is the plot. Now I'll try to draw a line. Okay, this is our data points. So for that I'll use plot method. So plt dot plot, and here the first parameter is rainfall, which is df dot rainfall, and the second parameter is this object, the regression object. Okay, so reg dot predict, and we just need to pass 2D matrix here, which is df of rainfall, right? Now if I run this, think, yeah, it is actually 2D matrix. So if I run this code, then you can see this is the line, and you can even change the color. Let's say color is equal to red, right? So this is how you can train your machine learning model and predict the output for any input. Okay, so that's it for this video, right? Thank you.